Hey ho, this is Septi, and Spoctor finally responded. This is going to be my less serious video I'll make for a while. I think I speak for many people when I say I'm tired of these filing groomer allegations like the one Spoctor got himself into. For those who don't know what's going on, over a month ago, LioConvoy and Hopeless Peaches released a video about Spoctor Theory. The first half was about the Hopeless Peaches drama and how terrible his take was on the whole situation, as well as the name's Junkie drama, where he went out of his way to defend Junkie for seemingly no other reason than moral grandstanding. However, the second half of the video revealed a dark secret about Spoctor that highlighted an ulterior motive. In a Discord call featuring Spoctor, Dreams Junkie, and Fagost, the unholy trinity, Spoctor admitted to dating a 13-year-old girl when he was a 16-year-old teenager.
I don't like where this is going.
And let's just say, it got too explicit for anyone's liking.
What are you getting at here?
I don't know what I'm getting at. But like I do kind of know what I'm getting at.
What?
Just something that's bothering me.
What's bothering you, dude?
Like you've known this girl for a while.
Yeah, I have, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, and like very early on, you would like. I think we all first started talking with Spooter when she was like 12.
12, 13, yeah.
12, 13.
Yes. Oh, I see what this is about. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I want to know like the full story, basically.
You want to know the full? Is that all this is about?
Yeah, that's it.
I really don't want this getting out because it's just a bunch of like shit that I want to move past because it's a mistake I made and I want to be able to move past it.
I know.
And that's all this is because you guys know I'm a stupid fucking idiot and I do horny shit.
Yes.
But I'm not a fucking pedo, and I know I'm not a pedo.
So, like, do you care to elaborate on like? Do you guys?
If it's only for personal reasons, and you promise me that, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah,
it's just for personal reasons.
Because, okay, so yeah, I was like 16 when we around that time. She was 13. It's only a 3-year age gap. Her and I, we had a friendship, and we were very close friends. And so, naturally, because fucking how I acted back then, there's this fling that started,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so, I mean, I don't know what kind of details you want specifically, though.
Like, how long it lasted?
I'd say about a few, like, obviously since I was 16 and it ended when I was 17.
Like a couple of years. Well, not a couple of years.
1 year.
1 year, yeah, because that's how math works.
Yeah.
And like, did it get graphic?
Did it get graphic?
Yes.
Admittedly, yeah, but it's all gone. I don't want it anymore. I don't want to associate with it anymore. It's disgusting shit that even I look back on and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Especially like after I turned 18, I was like, I had the drive. It was like sitting on my counter, and I looked at it and I was like, why do I still fucking have this?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was not too long after her and I we stopped talking.
Yeah. And you guys are not on any of. You guys aren't in a thing anymore.
No, we're just on good terms because it's better to be on good terms with someone that hated you.
Yeah. So it just took place between when you were 16.
And she was 13 and to 14 and she's 15 now.
Yeah. So now you don't have any involvement with any of that stuff. Like no.
Not with minors, no. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Not with anybody under the age of 18. Fuck no.
Yeah. Alright.
Because I'm 18 now, I gotta be a fucking adult. And honestly, even if they're 17, it's still like, no. No. Besides, as I get older, I start looking back on it and I'm like, I look at my sister and I'm like, she's 15 and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My sister is her age and I'm just like, I just want to be able to forget about it, you know?
Yeah.
Being on good terms with her helps me rectify some of that.
Right.
Now, the person that's sitting there fucking trying to get this information out is my age. And she is just really fucking salty at me for whatever reason.
Like, did you do anything?
Did I do anything with them? I mean, I did, but we're the same age. So there's like nothing wrong with that at all.
There's nothing.
But she accidentally caught feelings and I had to reject her. She got salty.
That's right. Spoctor and Spooder shared nudes with each other a very long time ago, and for some reason he held onto them until after his 18th birthday, which would mean he was in possession of illegal child pornography up to his adulthood. Now, it's an open secret that a lot of teenagers tend to share their nudes with one another online, and I really shouldn't, because once it gets out there, it will remain. And a lot of people were scratching their heads asking why would this make Spoctor a pedo if they were both minors when this happened, and the fact that this confession was recorded roughly 4 years ago, meaning he did this approximately 6 years ago as a stupid teenager, around the same time the false Pentagon allegations were ruining his reputation. Fun fact, the very first video I seen from Spoctor was the video where he defended himself from these allegations, so it's ironic that an actual serious allegation has risen from that same era. But what about the allegation itself? While it would be easy to label Spoctor as a nonce considering he held onto this material on his flash drive for 2 years before its deletion, there is no concrete evidence suggesting he remembered it was still there shortly after the initial exchange and the utilization of the images. Based on how he spoke of the rediscovered images, his first reaction was shock and disgust, and so he got rid of the material. Fast forward to 4 years later, we are here with another groomer accusation. A lot of people stated that the fact Spoctor laughed multiple times during this call suggests he thinks of it as some sort of joke. I'm more inclined to believe, like many others do, that this is merely a nervous laugh in a very unpleasant situation. I myself tend to laugh before having an emotional breakdown in stressful situations, so I believe this alone is not evidence enough that he shows no regret for what happened. In any event, Spoctor's silence on this whole situation didn't do him any favors, but today he finally responded to the allegations in a post, titled, "Lio and Peaches are slandering me." The video was just a 2-minute screenshot of the aforementioned post, as Spoctor claims he doesn't have the energy to talk about this in video format anymore. In his response, this is what he said. "I cannot believe you are doing this to me again. All of you. All of you are doing it again. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to defend myself again from things I couldn't in 2018. Spoctor is not a monster. Spoctor is not a pedo. You all have none of the story right. None of it. You are making me relive days I wish I never had to. It was a complicated and horrible dark point in my life between me and Spooder as minors. Lio and Peaches are just as bad as Pentagon and Stories. They're taking a situation they don't understand and throwing so many falsities into it thinking they're correct. I am not what they say I am. My quote-unquote sister I talked about in that Discord call 3 years ago, I was referring to my actual biological sister. I don't know why this matters. My adopted sister, you people keep talking about, was just a close friend I talked to. She and I were nothing more than friends. She just started calling me that publicly after I left YouTube for some reason. She and I cut contact months ago, and with don't talk anymore. She knew me well, but she isn't family. Spooder and I are both victims of grooming, and we have moved on together and grown up and matured. The person that hated me was someone called Siren, who took a bunch of false info and tried to smear me because she couldn't get over the fact I didn't love her back. She and I were both groomed as minors. I was 16. Adults encouraged us to be sexual, and they told us it was okay. Some of them even participated at times. After I turned 18, I realized I still had a small flash drive full of our prior nudes and other not safe for work material we exchanged and said, fuck, I need to get rid of these.
You think?
Yes, the age difference was extreme. I know, I was young and didn't know any better. I had little to no social experience in my life, and it wasn't really easy to tell right from wrong. I was 18, and now I am a 22-year-old man. I have had a lot of time to learn from what is right from wrong. All of this from many years ago, and it's shit I still not been able to process to this day. I would say I'm surprised, but ultimately, I am not. You commentary people genuinely do not see other humans as people. That is why I left. Say what you want about me, call me an asshole, sure, but I am not a goddamn groomer pedo. Spooder and I were both victims of many awful people that actually were. Anyways, here is me and Spooder, the victim, quote-unquote, discussing our past and the whole situation yesterday. She is bewildered you all are trying to fucking attack me for this shit. Lio will not get this victim to come forward because she has no interest in helping you smear me when she and I were both victims of our own monsters. Spread this around, please. I do not have the energy to make another video. I quit YouTube, I will not come back, and if I do, I certainly will not post about it here. Being an influencer has been a parasite on my mental health for 3 years, and it all built up to this grand end where I violently shake and physically panic at the thought of even opening social media. Don't be a young influencer. Your mistakes as a kid will haunt you forever.
Oh boy, this is a lot to take in. As I stated before, while I completely disapprove of what Spoctor and Spooder did, it's a sad, undeniable fact that victims of grooming are often told by their exploiters that it's okay to be sexual online and that everybody does it from time to time. I can understand and empathize with that point of view because I myself am a victim of grooming and the very same thing happened to me where I was told, no, pressured to send pictures of myself to much older people who knew what they were doing. Do we know for a fact that Spoctor was aware of what he was doing as a teenager? No, we sadly don't. The facts are there, but we can only speculate what goes on in someone's head when a situation like this occurs. He did say that the victim in question is opposed to these claims that Spoctor ever groomed her, and while it would be easy to scream Stockholm Syndrome to discredit what she has to say, you have to consider that this event took place 6 years ago. Spooder is now a 19-year-old legal adult. She had more than enough time to grow, mature, and realize how wrong their actions were many years ago. And if she still believes that Spoctor didn't take advantage of her and will not stand for anyone who says otherwise, then who are we to pressure her to get in line with the opposition? And the conversation Spoctor mentioned from a day prior were as follows.
Cause you did tell at least 2 people about that, Toast and Siren. Spread it like crazy.
Didn't Toast groom me too though?
I don't know what happened, I'm just tired. Nobody cares about Toast, only Spoctor.
Sad. Toast was even creepier. He was in like mid-20s. When I was 15, 14...
I took the play button off the wall and everything. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Can you sell it?
Nah, nobody wants it. I'm cancelled again now, if you didn't know.
Give it to me. What? What the fuck happened?
You and me.
I ain't paying attention to this shit. Again?
Somehow got out.
I didn't even...
Nah, it wasn't you. But yeah, funny how my YouTube career ends because of our past. People are expecting some victim to come forward. Meanwhile, we are still friends, and it's...
Better end it now than too late.
It's just funny.
I'll be cooling, bruh. Though now with all this experience, I kinda met genuine creeps in servers and I'm just... The higher ups seem to want to protect them. Like people who commission cob artists, etc. That's about it so far in my ears. So, in conclusion, as it stands now, a lot of people are siding with Spoctor, I'm sure the more people discover this response, that will change very soon. As for my personal take on this whole thing, is Spoctor guilty of sending and receiving CP? Yes. Did he hold on to this material past his adulthood? Also yes. Do we have concrete evidence that he knew it was still on his drive before that point? No. Should people forgive Spoctor for his reckless behavior? That's up to the victims to decide, and you already heard their take. Does this mean that Spoctor is in fact a pedophile who sexually exploits minors as a fully grown adult? Personally, I don't think so. I'd like to think that Spoctor is telling the truth and that he simply didn't know any better at the time. You wouldn't believe how many stupid things we do as teenagers. I know I have. Whatever the case may be, even if Spoctor is innocent, quote-unquote, in terms of not being a groomer, it's an undeniable fact that after a second serious allegation like this one, he could never continue being an influencer online, and it's probably for the best if he disappears and lives a normal life outside of the internet. Spoctor is just one of many disappointments since the 2020 started. It's like every year, more and more creators are outed for their dark past, and we never see them again after that point. Commentary is dead. All the prominent members who once made this community entertaining are gone. They either quit due to the formula being so toxic, or they were exposed for having skeletons in their own closets. What remains is a cesspool of a community where everybody is ready to eat each other alive. Everybody with a platform is considered a rival that needs to be eliminated, and we're all walking on very thin ice on this platform. That is why Spoctor left. He realized that his words held more weight than he would have liked. The things he said about Peaches, Chunky, and many others finally caught up with him, and he was not ready to take responsibility for his actions. With this newfound allegation being the cherry on top, anyone in his position would choose to resign. May this be a lesson to everyone watching this. Having a large platform is not an aptitude that gives you power. It's a responsibility. You are responsible for your actions, the people you influence, the people you talk about. And if you are not ready to handle that, then you may find yourself in a position like Spoctor has. Chances are he will forever be remembered as an immature stupid creep due to his track record with no hope for restoring his reputation to live comfortably in society. All I have to say is, good luck out there, for all of you. Of course, this is all just my own humble opinion, but what do you think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you made it this far in the video and your subscription button is still red, why don't you change that if you'd like to see more content from me in the future? And as always, I shall continue to make more videos whenever I get the chance, but until then, I'm Septi, and goodbye.